Good morning, ladies. How are you? I wish you a day full of nice things. Okay, guys, welcome to our class, our last class, unfortunately. Today, we're gonna finish our book. We're gonna finish the last unit that we have, which is Unit 6, Lesson 4, okay, which is about the Ottomans. So, let's see. The Ottomans are actually, the Ottomans is the Muslim or the last Islamic empire that was there, okay? And this map actually shows you the Ottoman Empire actually covers how much from the world, okay? So you can find that it covers from the Maghreb or Moroccan side till Pakistan and India and so on, okay? So it covers actually um, like more than two-thirds of the world. So it was a very huge empire. So let's study about it today. Let's get to know some information about it. And I think that most of you, or we will talk about it this later. Okay, let's continue. We're gonna start with the facts. Some facts that you should know about the Ottomans Empire. Okay, number one, the Ottoman Empire affected the world history for 700 years. So as I said, it was the biggest like the biggest empire when it comes to size and also the duration. Okay, so 700 years, and they are ruling two-thirds of the or most of the world. It extended over three continents, which are Asia, Africa, and Europe. It was known as the Turkish Empire and got its name after who? I know that most of you are watching the Turkish series for Dirilish Osman. Okay, so this is the Ottoman again. It's got its name after Osman the First, and it was considered to be the greatest empire in Islam when it comes to size and duration. So as I said, it covered or extended to control three main continents, which are Africa, Asia, and Europe, and also it controls all of these countries for 700 years. Okay, let's get to know some information about Osman the First. Who was that man? Number one, he was the first emperor or sultan. At that time in Ottoman Empire, they called the one who ruled the kingdom or the empire sultan, not king. Okay, so goes actually it's a Turkish word, but also we can say that it's an Arabic word. So he was the first emperor or sultan for the Ottoman Empire. Number two, he was a brave and dynamic ruler. Dynamic means he was active. He wanted to do anything that will affect his empire positively. He set the governmental system which controls the empire. So he set the rules that or the system that the empire should follow. He set the laws which protect the religious minorities. He also set laws to protect the religious minorities. And you will ask me, teacher, what is the religious minorities? Because I know this question, I had another slide for you about the religious minorities. So I'm going to explain what is it. Let's see. Okay, the sentences are moving. Religious minorities. Okay, first of all, um, actually, this concept is related to people who are less in number, especially in religion. Okay, guys, so we have something called majority, which means most, and we have minority, which means the least. Okay, so minority related to people who are less in number, especially in religion, because we are talking about religion here. For example, guys, most of people in the Arab and Islamic countries, for example, like Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Algeria, all of these countries, are Muslims. Okay, but also there are few of those people are Christians or non-Muslims. So those few people are called religious minority. Okay, guys? So this is the idea of religious minority concept, and that's why Osman knows that this minority usually is a weak or a group of weak people, or sometimes they could be weak, okay, because they are like the minority, okay, not the majority. So that's why he set some rules to protect those people, so which was very good. He was a good ruler, by the way. Okay, let's see the Ottomans' expansion. Actually, we said that this empire extended to cover three continents. So let's see the expand to and reach to where. Number one, after Osman's death, so when Osman first died, the empire expanded to reach the depth of Africa and Europe. Okay, we know this. The second thing is that the Ottomans took Baghdad in Iraq and controlled or Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia, guys, it's the old Arab civilizations. Like and we have in Iraq and we have in Egypt old civilizations, as you know. So also the Ottomans controlled all of these places. Also, they controlled Tunis, Algeria, and Spain. So, as I said, they controlled like 2/3 of the world at that time. Let's get into the battles. What's the meaning of battles? Wars, yes, excellent. So, mainly, there are many wars that the Ottoman had with their enemies. But here, actually, your book mentioned only two. So let's get to know who are the parties or the two sides of the war or the battle. First of all, or first battle is Battle of Nicopolis. Nicopolis. It was between the Ottomans and three countries, three European countries, which are Hungary, France, and Venice and Italy. And the other one is the Battle of Mohacs. It was between the Hungarians alone and the Ottomans. In both battles, who won, girls? What do you think? What do you expect? Yes, Ottomans won. Excellent, excellent, girls. Okay, so actually they won in both battles, which was a big victory. Okay, now, after all of these good things, as you know, for everything there is an end. So Ottoman Empire's decline. Decline means like the end of the Ottoman Empire. And why they actually ended? Because of what? They will not stay forever, girls. Number one, because of the strong powers of both French and British army. So at that time, Ottoman Empire had many enemies, and part of these enemies were British powers, which is in Britain, and French powers, okay? Both armies, they united together and they come and fight against who? The Ottoman Empire. So many countries started to be independent, means many countries that were controlled by the Ottoman Empire started to be independent. They started to be alone or not under the control of the Ottomans, or they started to be under the control of British and French powers. Okay, so this is the first reason. The second reason is that, or the main reason for the declining or the ending of Ottoman Empire was because they lost control on the empire economically. As you know, the Ottoman Empire covered like or expanded to reach like the depth of Europe and Africa. So all of this was actually good for them, sure, but also it had like some economic problems. So these economic problems like reached to an end, and they lost the control of all of these empires. But economically means they had many money problems regard all of these countries. Okay, so these were the two main reasons for the Ottoman Empire decline. Let's see the Ottomans' contributions. Okay, let's go back again to the good side, which are the contributions, and I explained it before. What's the meaning of the word contribution? You can go back to, I think, the first lesson about the Romans, and you will, or the Greeks, I think, you will find the meaning of it. We wrote it together, girls. Number one, Ottoman architecture, girls. If you want to know more about the Ottoman architecture, if you didn't go to Turkey before, you can Google it. Google the mosques there, the places, the church, everything there is full of art. So Ottoman architecture related to the design, the buildings, everything there is full of art. Because really, I just went there one time and I wish to go again. Okay, unity. So they established unity between all of those people that the Ottoman Empire controlled from different countries, different languages, different religions. Sorry. And the last one is soup kitchen. Soup kitchen goes. It's not the soup that we drink. Okay, it goes back to, or it's a concept related to like people come together and they eat together, and usually it's a kind of charity. Okay, like what we have in Egypt. We have something called I don't know what's the name of it in English, how I can name it, but okay. So for example, it's like some people agree to sorry some people they agree together to do something, which is like they will cook some food and they will invite all of the poor people to eat. Okay, so this is the soap kitchen, sorry. Okay, so and this is this picture like related to it, and it's, I think it's in Turkey nowadays. So it's kind of charity work, you know, um something from the government or something that good people do it for poor people. So it's like this. Okay, what else? This is it for today about Ottomans. I wish that the lesson was easy for you and interesting in the same time. The homework is those 3 pages. We're gonna do it together in this Zoom session, inshallah. And what I want to tell you is, you will not have educates quiz for this week because I think these 3 pages are enough. Okay, so please do it, and I'm waiting to see you in the Zoom session. Have a nice day.